We are getting excited for spooky
Yeah.
season.
This is not just spooky, this is spooktacular. I came in and I said, this is amazing looking, Jordan, and you always loved your arts and crafts classes and along with those science classes. And I said, just teach me. I want to learn what's going on. I've never seen pumpkins like this.
So I found this really cool idea on Instagram, actually. If you want to do something a little bit different with your pumpkin, maybe you don't want to carve it this year, maybe you don't even want to paint the outside or
Not
draw on
really,
the outside. I just thought it would be kind of cool to have a pumpkin with a print.
Yes, and
You
it's,
never really see that, right?
it is really cool looking, and you can get whatever print you want. So you actually, you went out and got napkins?
Yes,
different
so
stuff?
it's really easy, actually. So what you're gonna wanna do, I got some craft pumpkins here.
Got 'em.
And you're gonna get some napkins, any kind of design you would like.
Right.
So I did already the bats here, so now we're gonna do kind of that Day of the Dead theme. I did this one just to practice because I had never done it before. So I do have some tips.
Amazing.
Because I did certain things that I wouldn't do again, let's just say. So with this one, I didn't really cut the pieces of the napkin small enough. So it does have some bumps in here. I think it would be a little easier if you make them a lot smaller. So I've cut these pieces a lot smaller.
The size of your pinky, it looks like.
Right, and
Okay.
what we got here is Mod. I always want to say Mod
Mod Podge, yeah, 'cause we say
Mod
hodgepodge.
Podge.
Mod Podge. So it's easy. You just think hodgepodge, Mod Podge.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So then you can either use a paintbrush or I also got these little sponges. I will say though, the sponge does soak up a lot of
Right,
it.
so I was asking
or
Jordan,
absorb.
should I use the big one? She said, well, not so quick. So that's why you got the smaller ones?
That's another thing. I used a big one on here and I
Okay.
felt like I had to keep dipping. But then I realized too, since it is a sponge, you can actually push down and more of it will come out because
All right.
it does soak it up.
Can I dip?
All right, so what we're gonna
I'm
do
ready.
is you're going to first get some of the Mod Podge and you're gonna do a thin layer on the outside of the
Outside,
pumpkin.
okay. Let's
And
go.
just for show, TV magic, I did want to already kind of get one started here. So you can see that I did already add some. So get the spot you want here.
Oh, yeah, it sticks nicely.
Yeah, it acts as a glue, but then it also acts as a sealant. So get your pieces and put it how you would
A
like.
special wallpaper, so to speak.
You know
here.
what? It reminds me of, have you
The
ever
old-
done paper mache?
Not really. I'm one of those that doesn't do much art, but I've done wallpapering, and this reminds me of
okay.
wallpaper.
Oh, does it?
But tell us, it's like paper mache
I
for
mean,
those that have done that?
It kind of is a similar process, and I mean, it's so easy. I haven't done paper mache in years.
Yeah, I probably did it like in the second grade.
Right, it's like a
I
kid
was
thing
tuned
maybe.
out,
Well,
yeah.
adults still do it, but let's just say I'm creative, but I'm not artistic.
I don't know about that after seeing these pumpkins.
well,
So,
thank you.
yeah, give yourself some more credit. And I'm impressed. I like using my hands, so
it's good.
it's sticking fine. There's no problems. I can figure this out, and this is my kind of arts and crafts project.
Right, so once you kind of get your section with the napkin pieces on top,
Right. Okay.
you're gonna want to actually seal it,
Huh.
and you wanna be careful because it will start to lift up. So you wanna, basically like if you're going in the middle and then kind of brushing outward. So that
Okay,
way the
middle and
edges
out.
don't pop up.
Got it.
So we'll just do that. Again, a thin layer. I think I did too much on that one.
Okay.
It stayed wet for a while, but I
Middle
let it dry
out.
overnight.
It's working. Okay.
And that's pretty much it. I mean, you literally just put the Mod Podge on the pumpkin, you stick the napkin pieces to that, and then you just seal it. with
And it's
the
very
Mod Podge.
relaxing. This is like therapeutic
It
here.
is. I actually did it pretty late.
Okay.
Like 10 o'clock. And
Yeah,
it
so-
took maybe 30 minutes to do that.
Okay, and then I can start my.
bigger one.
So once the second layer's on, so we did the bottom and top.
So just really quickly.
Yeah, help me out.
That looks like a lot.
Oh, I'm overdoing it.
So-
I'm an
maybe we can-
overachiever.
Okay,
Okay.
so see that one, and then Leroy, our director, I'm just
Leroy.
gonna put mine next to it. See how white his is? So you definitely want to use less Mod Podge.
All
but you
right.
still are doing, you got the right idea.
Yes.
But that's the thing. I think a paintbrush might be better because this soaks up so much
It's
of it
soaking
that
so
when you
much.
rub it on there, it does, come out a lot.
And I can actually try. So do the whole pumpkin first, and then do the actual outer layer. So if I reach here, if I could start putting the bats on.
There you go.
Right.
Oh, you're gonna put it on top.
Yeah.
So
Can you do that?
another thing I will say, another tip. See how, just think of toilet paper too. I mean, there's a double, this 2-ply, maybe even 3-ply, right?
me see.
And so when I was putting this on initially and I was painting it, it kind of separated and it was moving around.
Okay.
So when I started cutting the new pieces, the white part came off easily, and it allowed me to just get this top layer, which
Interesting.
does adhere better and stays better.
And stays
So,
much better. Okay, good tips.
Yeah, so
Well-
just stay tuned because we're going to put our finished product, of course, on our social media platforms. But you got the right idea.
Nobody gets as excited about holidays as we do. I don't think so, Jordan. What do you think?
I absolutely love doing any sort of craft or treat for the time
And
of
since
year.
I was little, about that big, I've always looked for the perfect pumpkin, and I may have found it. Little did I know I would have to make the perfect pumpkin, and that's thanks to you.
Well, thank you. I just think it looks so unique to have
Yes.
a print.
I
the
do too.
pumpkin,
I think
so.
it's an ingenious idea, and we'll keep these fun Halloween and fall ideas coming. We want to hear from you too. We'll
Yeah,
have
if you
this
have
on our
any
Facebook, our Instagram.
If you have any ideas, send them our way. I'm always just either looking on Pinterest or Instagram. So hope you enjoy it. Hope you
Yes.
give it a try. And if you do, post the pictures to our Facebook page. I would absolutely love to see what you've
Yeah.
got. So happy Halloween,
Happy
everyone.
Halloween.
And if you'd like to see this segment again, just head to our website at firstcoastliving.net.